Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Disney desperately trying to get you to go to Captain America Brave New World opening weekend. They're playing the video game card and they're playing the popcorn bucket card.
We knew they played the popcorn bucket. That was Regal Cinemas playing the video game card. But it's interesting because you can get the special deal, but you have to hurry because it's only available opening weekend only.
Opening weekend. Now, look, to be fair, this is not unusual. A lot of movies do cross-promotional stuff. Like if you go opening night or whatever, you get like an action figure or commemorative thing, or you know what I'm saying? Like they do this, but I'm not sure how this movie is tracking. It seems like it's tracking downward. I don't think a lot of people are excited about it. I could be wrong. But I'm just not feeling it. I mean, this movie's been pushed back multiple times. McDonald's, they had the toys like 6 months ago.
Yeah, I think people just think it already came out, you know?
Yeah.
And that just happens when things get delayed and reshoots, and then there's room. Everybody knows about the, reshoots and stuff, which doesn't bode well.
And, beyond that, it looks like another Disney Plus show, just a big screen version of it. And people might be like, oh, well, it's got Harrison Ford. I'm like, yeah, so did Indiana Jones. Nobody cared,
True.
And I think most people, the feeling I'm getting is they're already stepping over this one and looking at Fantastic Four, and they're looking at Secret Wars, and they don't really care at all about this. But I could be wrong.
What's interesting to me too is the fact that Disney has came off of last year being like Disney was in the lead with they're back with the big billion-dollar box offices and stuff again. And then coming into this year, this is the first release, and it's going to probably not do very well.
Yeah.
And they don't want that. So they're trying to boost, and they figure if the opening weekend does well, it'll probably make people think it's good. So I think they're going to do everything they can to try to boost opening weekend. I'm waiting for hey guys, sign up here for a discounted $5 ticket with free popcorn and a bus ride and everything else to the theater, or free tickets for this group, that group, and every other group so they can go to the theater. And then they'll say, oh, we sold this many tickets for Captain America.
Yeah. So let's talk about this, because they're definitely cashing in on the success of Marvel Rivals, which has less to do with Disney and more to do with the developer.
Yes.
Returning to form, I think, for a lot of these characters, these Marvel characters, making them look like idealized versions of themselves and not, frumpy, dumpy Carol Danvers, and you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even Squirrel Girl looks
she's so cute.
She looks better than she's ever looked in the comics. So let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do. Go out to clownfishminus.com, help support the reef. We got merch out there. You can get paywall content. You can also subscribe here on YouTube and get that content as well as of yesterday. And we got a whole bunch of people signed up. So thank you.
So yeah, I saw this yesterday, and I put it up yesterday morning. I want to say it was on Twitter, but it made me laugh because they had this tweet. So Regal Cinemas put this up, and it's God, but you have to be a Regal Crown Club member.
Oh, okay.
And if you only in the first couple days of it opening weekend, guys, if you buy your ticket, you can get an exclusive digital bundle for Marvel Rivals, including a spray, a nameplate, and a mystery costume.
I think the mystery costume is probably Foul Cap.
I don't know. I'm just like, you get a nameplate, a spray, which I think this is the spray, and all that. And I'm like, really? And it's only for the opening weekend. You can still use your code up to February 28th, but you only can get the code.
Yeah, so
opening weekend.
I mean, I get it, because the movie theaters are hurting too, right? So I mean, they're gonna do everything they can do to get you there. A lot of times, people are going just for the popcorn buckets now.
Which we're gonna get to in a minute.
They're not even going for the movie; they want the popcorn bucket, and which is so weird. I mean, what is this? A Disney theme park? I mean,
I know it's funny to me, but so you're gonna get a nameplate featuring Captain America with his wings outstretched, a spray of Red Hulk holding Cap's shield, and a mystery costume. And to do so, you have to sign up for Regal Crown Club. So you don't.
You have to pay for that too.
I don't know if you have to pay for it or not. It might be a free thing, but you don't even just go to the theater. You have to actually sign up for their account, and then you have to use that account to buy the tickets, and then they'll go to your screening and scan your ticket. So you actually so apparently you have to actually show up.
Okay.
And then you have to check your email. So it's not enough to just buy the ticket and you get it. Apparently you have to go to your screening to show that you showed up to the theater too.
To get your damn skin. And people are going to do it. I'm going to be honest. Like, people might think the movie's dog crap, but Marvel Rivals is incredibly popular. It's very, very popular. And again, I don't think that's because of Marvel. Marvel Comics can't do anything right. I mean, they just keep, stepping on that rake over and over and over and over again. And that's like, they finally got Peter and MJ back together in the comics, kind of. It was an alternate timeline. But then they turn around, they have MJ with this Paul guy, this man bun guy. And it's like, but they can't do anything right. They've dropped the ball with X-Men. They had an X-Men relaunch that nobody gave a crap about. But then Rivals comes out and they're like, yeah, look, all these characters look like themselves and they behave like themselves and the game's good.
People are excited. So on top of this, we got to make money from you somehow. So we have AMC, Cinemark, and Regal are offering all kinds of tie-in things, popcorn buckets, sipper cups, plushies, keychains, et cetera, for this movie. I mean, it's like you go to movies and you've seen ones like they have a couple cups or a popcorn bucket. But they're like, there's an awful lot of merchandise for a film that isn't really tracking to do super great.
I'm looking at this and it's giving me Kmart flyer vibes.
Well, I kind of put that one together, but yes.
But it does.
This one at the bottom, they had that one together.
It looks like a Kmart flyer because remember how they used to have like, hey, stop by the snack shop and get, your icy and your whatever. And
yeah, it kind of does. And they have them like your $30 filled, guys. And when there's free refills, you can get a popcorn tub. And it has, a popcorn bucket and a sipper cup with the wings. Or you can get a tub with Red Hulk.
Spoiler, Red Hulk is in this movie.
I know, right? Or a cup for $16.50 filled for a cup. $16.50 filled for a cup. I'm like, oh no, you can just a regular cup for $7.50. Regular popcorn buckets. There's plushies. This is a popcorn container.
Okay, so
it's like a traditional popcorn bucket.
So the popcorn comes out of his head. Okay.
Apparently.
Well, I have a Wolverine. I can't say anything. I have a Wolverine one.
Right. I know, but I'm just saying at least that movie had an audience. But then you come down here, and then
look at the popcorn.
Because there's a Red Hulk popcorn container and a Falcon popcorn container, and that one I think is for Regal.
Okay, they're really pushing Red Hulk. They were hiding him, and now they're really pushing the Red Hulk. And what you're not seeing is what's his face, his sidekick, or any of the other the Israeli character. You're not seeing her at all.
No, they're pushing these two.
Yeah.
So then they're going to have they have sipper cups with them on the top, and then they're going to have special, they're going to have caramel popcorn and spicy popcorn, chicken, blue raspberry and cherry ices, because red and blue, ha ha ha. And, that's Cinemark. AMC has a collapsible Captain America popcorn bucket. There's a better picture of it here. I guess IMAX is going to give you a keychain. And then there's different drinks and foods and special popcorn.
$20 box of gummies.
So they're just desperately trying to get, everybody in there. Regal, Cinemark, AMC. I'm sure other theaters will probably get some stuff too. Usually you have one popcorn bucket, maybe two. But now they've got 3 options here and special food and drink cups. And I was like, if it was Deadpool Wolverine, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is this is where we're at with nerdom right now, where it's like, oh my God, guys, popcorn buckets and Funko Pops and skins for the video game. It's like,
but only if you get the skins only for opening weekend, and you have to join their membership club.
Yeah, because they know that they're going to get as much money. This is a very Disney playbook play here, because they know they're probably not going to get this massive audience and ticket sales. So they're like, well, we'll just juice every person for 3 times as much money. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at this. I'm like, are people going to be confused? They go see this movie. If they haven't watched the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they're going to be like, hey, yeah, why is Falcon Captain America now? And where's actual Captain America?
Well, I mean, I know. But the thing is, that's something that we mentioned before in another video is I don't think many people have watched that show. I mean, for the time it had okay viewership. But that was back when Disney Plus was early on, and a lot of people weren't subscribed to Disney Plus. And I just don't think people watched it that much. And I think the same thing happened with WandaVision. So they're like, what's going on with Scarlet Witch, and where these kids come from,
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going to happen here, too. Everybody knows it's Sam Wilson now as Captain America. That shouldn't surprise anyone.
No,
but I'm just like, if you want more background on it, you would have had to watch the show, and you're just going to be coming into it blind. So they're going to have to backtrack and cover a lot of. Because I know they have the first that they made the first soldier, the other black guy from the show. I forget his name off the top of my head.
Yeah,
he was one of the Tuskegee Airmen type situation. And I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's in this too. So if you didn't watch that show, you're going to be like, I don't understand what's going on.
They're going to have to do, I almost feel like they have to do a recap. Like previously on Disney Plus.
They're going to have to recap Cap.
Okay, let's do like they used to do in the comics when Jim Shooter was there. It was awesome. Like you'd read a comic and they reference something else that maybe you're not familiar with. And they'll have a little editor's note, a little box with a little asterisk. They'll say like, go see Amazing Spider-Man number 352. And that explains, I gotta go buy Amazing Spider-Man 352 to understand this one throwaway reference. Be like, they should have a little box that says, subscribe to Disney Plus, bitches.
Here's a QR code in the middle of the movie. Scan it with your phone.
They should give people a free month of Disney Plus so they can watch the damn show before the movie comes out.
If you pre-order your tickets, you can, and don't give them ideas because they'll do it. Just they will. Sure their viewers. This reminds me of Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah, they had all kinds of stuff for that too, but it was like
I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest on this one, guys. My gut is it's not gonna do as nearly as good as they're hoping for. I don't think it's gonna be a massive. I don't think it's gonna
do okay.
I think it might do okay. I don't think it's gonna be the failure that the Marvels was. The Marvels, just for so many reasons, was. It was a huge failure, and at least this has Harrison Ford, and at least the trailer looks okay. But I think because it depends on so much knowledge from the TV shows, which was that is probably one of their biggest tactical errors with Marvel, is they assume everybody's going to watch everything and they're going to subscribe to the, you know what I'm saying?
I think initially it worked out, but there just became too much stuff.
It's just too much. And, it's too much to keep track of.
I think that's part of it. I also think that I don't think people care anymore about Marvel. I think that a lot of people know about the reshoots. It's been drug out for years for this movie. It was supposed to come out last year, and here we are. And I just don't know if people really care that much anymore. But it could be wrong.
I'm just over that. Now, I am cautiously optimistic. I know people are like, don't be optimistic, Kneon. You're going to get your... I'm cautiously optimistic about Fantastic Four, if for no other reason than I like the look of it. I like the retro 60s.
As long as they stick to that.
As long as they stick to it. And they are bringing the writers back and the directors back for Secret Wars. But I don't know if you can you unfuck Marvel at this point? I don't know if you can. I think a lot of people, it's just like anything else. Like, even when good stuff comes out, once people have broken the habit, once they've stopped following a franchise, you could have the best movie or show or book or whatever come out, and most people skip it because they're like, yeah, we had years of crap, and I'm not watching this stuff anymore.
I think part of the problem is they almost like Thanos everything, where everybody's gender and race swap now. It's like we call it a Thanese.
Thanese.
Thanese snapped her fingers, and now everything's different.
Thanese. Did you ever see Denise?
That is the female version of Thanos, the gender more progressive version.
You're going
to
give them more ideas. You're going to give them more
snapped
ideas.
Her fingers, and everyone is now different in some way.
Well, it can't be Death and Thanos' kid, because didn't they make Death a lesbian now? So
I don't know. Well, I'm just saying. Like, Thanese, her power isn't to eliminate half of the world. Her power is to change, race swap, gender swap, sexual orientation swap half the people in the world. I also see TikTok.
Oh God. So I don't know. Good luck with that. But yeah, it's just weird that they're really betting on the merchandise and the video game stuff, I think, to make up for the revenue that this thing's not going to do. But this is the way movie theaters are now, because you go in there and it's like, they're getting your $10, $15 ticket, and then you're getting your $15, $20 popcorn, and then your $30 popcorn bucket, and then your collectible cup, and they will literally upsell you. And then on top of everything else, after you drop $75 to go see one probably mid movie, right, that you could just waited 3 months to get on Vudu, then they're like, hey, do you want to tip your cashier too?
Do they do that now?
Yeah. I'm like, and they sit there and they watch you like, bitch, all you did was put the popcorn in the bucket and you got paid for that already. Like, what the hell? Anyway, we gotta wrap it up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.